Hi everybody, welcome very much to the channel, welcome very much to the stream. We are here today to watch Pokemon Present of Pokemon Day 2026. Today is the day that Pokemon as a franchise celebrates 30 years of age. Unbelievable. First games, Red and Green and Blue, if I'm not mistaken, released in this day in 1996. 30 years ago. Oops. Let me hide my bingo card here. That's for later. But we are here today to watch the direct, to celebrate the Pokemon anniversary. And we're still gonna watch some videos about people predicting stuff and whatnot. I have some good videos here for us to watch. But before that, thank you very much for watching. Your support is greatly appreciated. I wish you the best thoughts, ideas, feelings, and emotions. A whole bunch of individuality, creativity, and responsibility as well. And I wish that you believe in yourself and in all possibilities as well. And if you're watching on YouTube, leave a like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell. If you're watching on Twitch and on Kick, follow the stream, subscribe to the channel. On Twitch, you can use Twitch Prime to subscribe for free, and you can type in the chat !Discord to find my Discord server. So today we have some plans to watch some videos here, and then maybe play some Pokemon Unite, because the show's gonna start at 2, but usually there's like half an hour of like waiting room. So it will be like at 2:30 that the show will start. So you have still 2 hours to fulfill. So we're gonna see what we're gonna do. Let's go. Just connecting here with Discord. Welcome to the stream, everybody. Welcome, welcome. And we can start the Copium. Copium, start now, because this is my bingo card. That's what I think will be revealed / will happen in the stream. A lot of things here I don't really want them to happen. It's just like they have so much time this year. Sorry about that. It's the 30th anniversary. People are speculating that they will go crazy with announcements and games this year. Also, they have 25 minutes of show, and usually in these presents they have the small games like Pokemon Unite, Pokemon Sleep, Pokemon Masters, and a bunch of those announcements were already made, including the release of Pokemon Fire Red and Pokemon Leaf Green for the Nintendo Switch. That was already announced, so there is a lot of space, or in this case time, for them to announce new games, Gen 10, Pokopia, and whatnot. So I'm really excited to see what they can do. So in my bingo card here, I have Gen 10, of course. I think Gen 10, I don't think, I'm sure they will talk about Gen 10, unless they need more time to produce. And now they will show other things and not Gen 10. Then I don't want to, but I think there will be a musical. I think there will be like a show with an artist or a concert and whatnot. I don't like that because it just takes time away from the direct itself. You know, I'll prefer to have a smaller direct and not have the concert or whatever. But I'm not I'm not the one making it, so it is what it is. Then I think no, actually, I won't. I don't think they will do this, but I want remakes. And what I mean by remakes, imagine Pokemon Heart Gold and Pokemon Soul Silver on the Nintendo Switch, Pokemon Black and White, but on the Nintendo Switch, Pokemon Sun and Moon, but on the Nintendo Switch too. Even going crazy as Pokemon Sword and Shield, but on the Switch too, like improving the graphical fidelity, the details, and whatnot. The thing is, we already have remakes for Sun and Moon. We already have for Soul for Gold and Silver, which is Heart Gold and Soul Silver. By the way, we are almost finishing the Nuzlocke. I think we'll finish the Nuzlocke today of Pokemon Soul Silver. So keep, but that will be later in the day. That will be later in the day, right? After we watch the live, the direct, we talk about it. We're gonna play, but it's gonna be later in the day. And we already have remakes for Shiny and Pearl, for Diamond and Pearl. We already have remakes a lot of for the Gen 1, but we don't have any remakes for Gen 5 or Gen 6 or even Gen 7. You know, for example, X and Y remake. I mean, We have Legends ZA, but that's not a remake. It's just like coming back to the spirit, to the vibe of Gen 6. So it will be cool to have like some older games brought into the Switch, and I will be very happy to have a good remake of Generation 1 on the modern consoles, because Let's Go Eevee and Let's Go Pikachu, I had a lot of fun with them, but they're not really remakes. They are very easy, they're very casual, they're very kid friendly, family friendly. That's not bad, but you want something more real. And actually, I made a video yesterday. Go watch it on the channel, talking about what I was expecting for this event, and some copium. I had some copium, like really high copium. And one thing I forgot to mention was more challenge modes, because in Pokemon Black and White and in Black and White 2, I think in both of them, maybe just in Black and White 2, after you beat the game in normal mode, you can go on challenge mode where the trainers are more difficult. And I want Nintendo to make Pokemon games more difficult, not in your first playthrough, right? Maybe like as an option or after you beat the game, because I think Pokemon as the game itself, when it comes to the core mechanics, it's an excellent game. That's why you have so many people doing Nuzlocks or doing challenges, because Pokemon offers great playability, because the mechanics, the battle system, the abilities and the attacks and the typings and whatnot are really, really good, are really well designed. So the game, when it's difficult, it's when you really feel that sense of achievement. Because, for example, I'm doing Nuzlocke on Soul Silver, hardcore Nuzlocke, by the way, and most battles are very easy. Some of them are challenging, gym leaders in Elite Four mostly, but it's like very easy. Like trainers on the street, they have two Pokemons, three Pokemon. Sometimes they have one Pokemon, and when they have five, it's like five Dunsparces or five Magikarps. So I would like the game to be more difficult, because if you think about it, when you imagine if you are in the Pokemon world for real, like ain't nobody. I mean, some people will have one Pokemon, some people will have two Pokemon, because they're not trainers. They're just chilling in the forest. But you're gonna have a lot of trainers, and those imagine. On my way to the Elite Four in Soul Silver, you find a bunch of Ace trainers, which they are supposed to be the best trainers, and they want to challenge Elite Four, the biggest challenge in the region, and they have two Pokemon. Like, that makes no sense. How are you gonna challenge five trainers in a row with full teams, or maybe just five member teams with two Pokemon? How can you consider, like, how did they beat the gym leaders with only two Pokemon? That makes no sense. And I really want Nintendo to work on that and make the games more difficult. So I didn't put that here on the bingo card, because I think it's very like out there, but you know, that's something I want as well. Then new main game on the bingo card, because there are some speculations, and those speculations come from the fact that the new gen was leaked. They call it the Terra Leak. And not just the new generation, but the new Legends game. Basically, a schedule at a certain point in time was leaked. But there was a separate project that was not leaked. So people are thinking that they will announce Gen 10 or talk about Gen 10, then they'll have a new mainline game. Like, imagine they did Legends, the first Legends, Legends Arceus, Legends Arceus. That was a mainline game. It wasn't really a spin-off. It's Pokemon Legends. It's not Pokemon Ranger or Mystery Dungeon or Snap. You know what I'm saying? So I think they will do a new kind of game that will be big, not just a spin-off. And some people are speculating it will be a Pokemon MMO, or a massive game that doesn't need to be online, but a massive game of Pokemon where you can go from Kanto into Johto into Owen into Sinnoh, and you can explore all the four regions. That will be insane. You know, maybe on lower graphics, maybe on 2D, maybe they go back to 2D, maybe they use the same assets of those games and they connect the regions and they change the trainers and whatnot. Happy Pokemon Day, welcome, welcome, 7 Twy 8090. Happy Pokemon Day, welcome to the stream. What are your expectations for this Pokemon Direct? Here on my Beagle card, it's my expectations. And some things I don't want that to happen, like the musical. I don't want the musical to happen, but usually do so, so it's in the bingo card. I also think they'll show a new movie or a new short animation, like Pokemon Wings of something something. Pokemon Generations was awesome. Pokemon Adventures, also like short animations. I think they will do, or like Pokemon Concierge, that they did 2, 3 years ago. I think they will do some type of like new animation or new movie. I think they will do one of those, maybe not both. Spin-off revived. What do I mean by that? New Pokemon Ranger, new Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, and I think 3, 4 years ago, they did a remastered version of the first Mystery Dungeon. Maybe they can do a remastered version of Explorers of Time, Explorers of Sky. Maybe they can do a remaster of Super Mystery Dungeon. Like, instead of not making a new spin-off version, but reviving one of them. New Pokemon Ranger, new Pokemon Snap, new Pokemon Coliseum, you know what I'm saying? Seven Try on YouTube saying, I've got no expectations. I'm just hanging out. I've got the first movie playing on the TV and been playing Fire Red all week. I'm ordering some Chinese food for lunch. I'm hyped. I love that, bro. Or sis, I don't know. I love that. I love that. To be honest, I woke up 2 hours ago. 2 hours and 40 minutes ago. It's midday and 42 minutes here in Portugal. And I have very high expectations, especially for Gen 10, because they increased the budget, they made new engines, they learned from the mistakes that Pokemon Shield and Pokemon Scarlet and Violet and Pokemon Sword were. Because even though they sold a lot of copies, I'm pretty sure the Pokemon company is like, we can't keep up with this. Pokemon Legends ZA was a bit of a flop as well because it had PNG walls and PNG windows, and I think even the Pokemon team, the ones making the games, they tired of that. They tired of making games that are not optimized, and this will be the first game that is not made in consideration to Nintendo Switch One, which is a 80-year-old hardware. So making a game just for Nintendo Switch 2 is gonna elevate the standards. I'm a bro. I would love another game like Legends Arceus, but I'm not very hopeful. I am very hopeful. I have this theory. It's very wild. And that's why in the bingo card, we have Legends game. Let me tell you why. So, I was just telling you that Gen 10 will be the first game made thinking only about. Let me put some music here though. The only game, the first game made in consideration to the Switch 2. And what I think is this, that Legends EA, they were working on the game in consideration with a Switch One, you know? And maybe they were already working on a new Legends game in consideration for the Switch 2. You don't have a Switch 2? Bam! It's gonna be complicated to keep up with the franchises, I think, because I think the Nintendo company in general, they don't want to make more games for the Switch One, because that means they have to underplay, they have to underdevelop their games, because the Switch One just can't keep up. You know? The Switch One just can't keep up. So, that's exactly what I was talking about. They developed Legends ZA, still having in consideration the Nintendo Switch One, and maybe they were developing another game, Legends game, only for Switch 2. So if they announce Legends Galar or Legends Johto, Legends Celebi, you know, maybe they already were developing it, and that's why Legends ZA wasn't very good when it came to graphics, because they were using their resources somewhere else. And I gotta go to the kitchen real quick, grab a napkin, see you in a second. My nose is running a little bit, see you in a second. Alright, everybody, I'm back with the nose clean. Welcome again. Yeah, Hot Pocket time, let's go, enjoy. Yeah, you don't play them for making games only thinking about Switch 2, totally. So, continuing our Pokemon Day bingo card, we also have third versions. And what do I mean by third versions? It's like, you know how Pokemon Black and White was supposed to have a version like Diamond and Pearl had Platinum, like Ruby and Sapphire had Emerald. A lot of people are speculating that Black and White should have Pokemon Gray, that's what I think the name, and Pokemon Gray would have Kyurem as the main character, as the box legendary. And what happened is that game didn't come out, if you think about it. And people are considering that it might come back now for the Switch 2. Are you gonna watch the present? Yeah, we're gonna watch live here the present. We're gonna watch it live. You better believe it. You better believe it. It's gonna be epic, and that's why we have the bingo card. I will love, yeah, Pokemon Gray on the Switch though, so it will be basically. That's a great idea, bro. Oh, that's genius, because they will be doing a remake, right, or a retake, a going back to Unova, but as a new game. So they will make a remake on a new console. That will be mind-blowing. That will be genius. I don't think it will happen. Like, me neither. That's high copium. Third version is copium. I don't think it will happen. I would love it to happen. I don't think it will. But the thing is, it's the 30th anniversary of Pokemon. I think they're going big. Today. I think they're gonna announce awesome things. I don't think there will be, because the announcements for Pokemon Sleep and for Pokemon Unite, those are all of the way. Pokemon Master out of the way. Announcement of Fire Red, Leaf Green out of the way. Maybe they will make announcements for Pokemon Cafe Remix or something. But they have 25 minutes for main things. Main announcement. Okay, maybe there will be a concert or a show. 5 minutes. By the way, there was a drone show. It was pretty cool. I was watching earlier with my girlfriend the drone show. It's pretty cool. And they have 25 minutes for just showing stuff, right? And I don't think they'll be talking too much about Gen 10 and about Pokopio. Pokopio will be coming out in 6 days. Hopefully they show the price. Hopefully Pokopio doesn't cost more than $40. But Nintendo right now is being led by a former banker, so the game will be $80. Who you want to... Like, the game will be $80. I don't want... If it's $80, I'll not buy it. I'll not buy Pokopio for $80. I'll watch content, I'll talk about it, but I'll not buy it for $80. It's like, if I want to play Animal Crossing, I go play Animal Crossing, you know what I'm saying? Like, we have Animal Crossing. I can't take another Kanto remake. Playing Fire Red again is making me realize how burnout Kanto I am. Bro, you have Fire Red, Leaf Green, you have Let's Go Eevee, Let's Go Pikachu, right? You have the original games, you have Pokemon Yellow. And they kind of need to stop doing that. They're always using Gen 1 as bait. And the thing is, you have now way more fans that didn't play Gen 1. We have way more, right? Like, imagine 5 years ago, 10 years ago, like, maybe 50%, or, like, I'm doing general mathematics here, maybe 50% of the player base played Gen 1, right? I started with Gen 2, but I played Gen 1 because my cousin offered me Pokemon Yellow for the Game Boy Color, if I'm not mistaken, but my first game was Pokemon Silver. But now you have so many people that they didn't play Pokemon Gen 1. So you using Charizard, Venusaur, and Blastoise, and Alakazam, using them as nostalgia bait, is not going to work anymore, because you have now more audience that doesn't care about Gen 1. I think they could do like a real remake. They could do not a remake, but like a retake, a re-inspiration, a new approach to Gen 1, where it's more serious. They talk about the war, you know? Because what I really love about Gen 1 is how real and intense the lore is, but nobody tells you that. It's like, you go face Surge, the third gym leader, and he's like, I'ma shock you like I did to everybody in the war. And you're like, wait, what? There was a war? Or you go to the mansion and you start to find out about them exploring the jungle looking for Mew. And it's like, wait, so there was a team of scientists chasing down Mew? What? You know, I think they could explore a bit that lore. Or like, Ditto is a faked, a failed clone of Mew. Like, they could explore a bit the darker side. Lavender Town, Team Rocket killing Marowak and whatnot. I feel like Gen 5 soft reboot is super nostalgic for large... Yes! Bro, Gen 5 is the new Gen 1, if you know what I'm saying. A lot of people started in Gen 5. A lot. Because the games got more modernized. It's a gen with a whole new Pokédex. The music is amazing. Gen 5 is the new Gen 1. So a new Gen 5 soft reboot or a remake will approach or will touch a lot of people's hearts, I think, as well. But I think, because one part in my brain is like, no, I'm tired of Gen 1, send Gen 1 home, Gen 1 is tired. But on the other side of my brain, it's like, it's the 30th anniversary, and Gen 1 were the first games, so maybe they will celebrate the Gen 1 by doing a different type of approach, not a remake, not a repolished version of Fire Red or Leaf Green. Maybe they'll do something completely different, a new approach to Gen 1. I agree. I started in Gen 3. Sapphire was my first game. Yeah, see, you didn't start with Gen 1 like me, and I think Gen 1 nostalgia doesn't work anymore. I think they will pivot a little bit, and maybe some people were speculating that they will release, or they will announce, not release, they will announce various games today. Gen 1 remakes, Gen 5, Legends, like some people's predictions were really crazy, right? Really high on Copium, but me too. Let's continue analyzing my bingo chart. I think they will release more Game Boy and Game Boy Advanced games, so they already released Fire Red, Leaf Green for the Switch. Bro, they can do Crystal, Silver, Gold, Emerald, Ruby, Sapphire. I just don't want to pay $20 for every one of them, but it's Banktendo. They are a banking company right now, so most likely they will do that. I don't want that to happen, but I think they will bring Pokemon Colosseum, Pokemon Colosseum Gales of Darkness, the old Pokemon Snap. I think they will, or at least there is a possibility for them to bring that to the Switch. So then we have Legends games. Maybe they will announce a new Legends game. That's very unlikely. We just had 5 months ago Pokemon Legends EA, so it's very unlikely. But like I said, maybe they were already working on a new Legends game just for the Switch 2, and they are ready to talk about it. Of course, they'll talk about Pokopia. It's coming out in 6 days. So I'm pretty sure they'll show more stuff, talk about the release date, talk about the price range. Then a new short animation, already talk about that. I think they'll show a new animation, a new mini-series, something like that. Pokemon Champions, very important. Pokemon Champions will be the future of the competitive scene in Pokemon, and it has been growing. Last year and this year, we had the biggest tournaments by attendance ever in Pokemon history. So I think it's going to be very important for them to talk about the release date of Pokemon Champions. A lot of people speculating that today will be a shadow drop for Pokemon Champions. I don't think so, for 2 reasons. You never want to release an online game, a game with online features on a Friday, because if something goes wrong, then the team has to work during the weekend, and because the Pokemon competitive scene, the season already started, and the Worlds will be in 6 months, so it will be very weird to halfway through the season, you switch to a new different game with different mechanics. And also, on the first point, Pokemon Company is a huge company. I'm pretty sure they can have their workers working through it during the weekend. I just don't think they will release it because of the competitive scene already started, you know? 7 twice, eh? I still have my old physical cards and trading cables, and I play them on the TV with the Retron lol, but I still want to buy them for the Switch. I don't want to buy them for the Switch, actually. Like, why? I use emulators. Why will I pay $20 to play a game that I can play for free? You know? Yes, then you can trade some Pokemon through Pokemon Home to your mainline games, but man, it's $20 for one version. If it was $20 for two versions, okay, okay. But $20 for one version, then you have to buy the other version. No, 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 no. I want to buy Gen 10, I want to buy Pokopia. Nah, I didn't buy the DLC. I didn't buy the DLC for Pokemon Legends. Like, I didn't pay $30 for a new game or a new part of the game. I will not pay $20 for an old game. For two. I have to pay $40 for two old games. Nah, bro. Nah, nah. You don't have Pokemon Home. You miss Pokemon Ranch. Pokemon Ranch was the old Pokemon Home, right? Yeah, but Pokemon Home is really useful. And then I think they will announce a new TCG set. I think that's very likely. New merch. They're already doing new merch, but I think they will highlight it in the direct. Maybe a new Let's Go game. Here I was running out of ideas to put on the bingo card, so I threw a wild one in there. I don't think it will happen. I don't think it will happen. It will be like Pokemon Let's Go Johto, Pokemon Let's Go Pichu, Pokemon Let's Go Marill, you know? And then a new spin-off game. I have in the card a spin-off Revived, Revived, as in new Pokemon Ranger. Now I'm thinking about a new spin-off game. I don't know, something different, something to bring Pokemon to a different type of game. Oh! I have this great desire. New Pokken Tournament. I haven't gotten any DLCs since Sword and Shield. The Legos are cool. The Legos? Pokemon Legos? Oh, that's right. I forgot they did that. They did that. I forgot about that. Yeah, I've got all DLCs but ZA. I liked Let's Go... Bro, I also liked Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. It was very fun. Quick, fast pace. You have to catch them like Pokemon Go. You could ride a lot of Pokemon around. It was fun. It was fun. I would enjoy a new Let's Go, to be honest. If it had a nice price, of course, I would enjoy a new Let's Go. Would you enjoy a new Let's Go? I would enjoy a new Let's Go. It can't be $70, but I would enjoy a new Let's Go. Totally. And that's my bingo card. You guys agree? What you guys think it will happen? Do you guys think... Of course, Gen 10 will be talked about. But other than that, what do you think that will happen that it's on my card? Let me know. Will I go to the bathroom real quick? See you soon. YouTube chat saying, YouTube chat saying, I think you might have a bingo with the far right going up and down. So new main game, Game Boy games, Pokemon Champions, and new spin-off. Ooh, new spin-off. What do you think they could do? They already did the mobile with Pokemon Unite. They already did the fighting game with Pokemon DX, with Pokken. They have Pokemon Ranger, Mystery Dungeon. They have Pokemon Conquest, so like Fire Emblem style of game is already done. I really like Pokemon Conquest. I'm doing Pokemon Month, by the way. Yeah, for 30 days in a row, I will be just playing Pokemon games to celebrate the Pokemon anniversary. This is our 10th day of Pokemon Day. Leave a like and subscribe to the channel, very important. Turn on the notification bells. I love to have you here, chat. I love to have you here for the long run. And what like spin-off they could do? Because they're already doing Animal Crossing, so life simulator game, farm simulator game with Pokemon, right? I was thinking about Stardew Valley. It's not the same as Animal Crossing, but Pokopia kind of fits the style, right? Of that type of game. I don't know what. I was thinking about a dark, a Souls-like Pokemon game where you are the Pokemon and you have to fight very hard bosses. That will be too much, right? But Game Freak, they were working on a Souls-like game, not connected to Pokemon, so maybe they have that experience now. I was counting Pokopia as a spin-off. Ah, okay. Technically, it's true. It's a new spin-off, but that's already announced, so I'm not really counting that. But technically, you are right. You know, a racing game, a Pokemon racing game, because they did the Pokethathlon, Pocket, like the Olympics. They did a mini game with a Pokemon with Olympics, with Olympic sports in Pokemon Heart Gold and Soul Silver, the Pockethlon or something. Maybe they could do so. No, you don't. No, you're okay, bro. Don't be my badding here. You okay? You are right. So no bad here for sure. So I think yeah, maybe they could do a Pokemon like an athletic thing, like where you run, you have to swim. I don't know. But yeah, I'm really excited for this announcement. We have here some videos not to watch from other content creators. We're gonna do a little reaction here, see what they will be showing. So I want to watch this video here. Hold on. I want to watch this video here from That's a Plus One. 20 realistic Pokemon expectations. Make sure to subscribe to them on YouTube. Go watch the video, leave a like and subscribe on that channel as well. Support the content creators.
Today, I'm going to be bringing you guys 20 realistic expectations for what we can expect to see on Pokemon Day as far as announcements and information goes. This is not my first rodeo. I've been a Pokemon fan all the way back since Gen 1, and I've been here for every single announcement that has ever been a part of this.
Me too. I've been watching all the directs. I've been a Pokemon fan since Gen 2.
Game. So,
Since Gen 1, because I started watching the anime really, really early on the TV.
with that knowledge, I think I have a pretty good grasp on how Pokemon likes to layer up their announcements. So, like I said, I'm going to give you guys 20 things you guys can expect to see from the Pokemon Presents that's happening, I believe, on Friday, Pokemon Day, February 27th at 6 a.m. Pacific Standard
Yeah, it will start in 1 hour, but usually they have like a 30-minute waiting room.
time. So without further ado, let's just get right into it. So the first thing I think we're realistically going to be seeing is a humongous talk on like the history of Pokemon. There's probably going to be some sort of like little animation thing going back.
Yeah. He's very right on that one. I think they'll like talk about the Pokemon history, of course, and all the lead up to 30 years of a franchise.
All the way back and showing a bunch of the different games and stuff like that, and they're going to kind of tie that in, I believe, with the addition of all of like the logo.
Yeah, that's true. For the ones that don't know, they made a 30th anniversary logo with every single Pokemon, every single more than 1,001 of them. So they're going really hard with the marketing and the creation processes for this anniversary. They're going really hard with it.
And stuff like that, how there's a different logo for basically every single different Pokemon. Every Pokemon is someone's favorite. That's one of the favorite things about Pokemon.
Every Pokemon is somebody's favorite, totally. My favorite Pokemons are Lugia and Cyndaquil.
And basically, there's going to be just like, I think there's 1,025 different versions of the. I think this is going to be
That's crazy.
Near the start of the broadcast, how like every single Pokemon is someone's favorite. And I think one thing that Pokemon is going to be heavily pushing throughout this whole broadcast is actually going to be the hashtag Pokemon 30. That's going to be one thing they're going to be pushing all year. I think what a lot of people are going to be mistaking this broadcast for is like, this is when we get Gen 10, this is when we get this is when we get this, and it's like, actually, this is the announcement that they're going to be doing stuff all year.
Oh, I see. It's the first time I hear this perspective. I didn't thought about that. But that's a good it's a good perspective. Like, they're gonna announce that they are going to announce a bunch of stuff this year. I see what they mean. I see what he means. The good perspective. I didn't thought about that. That's very likely.
Going to be like in-person events all year. There's going to be a bunch more events happening at Worlds and other times this year, and they want to like make Pokemon 30 like a humongous like thing, like the whole celebration of a whole year of Pokemon, not just today or not just on Pokemon Day. So I think the whole little graphics and stuff like that.
Yeah, Sableye has a logo, yes.
Single Pokemon is going to be pretty important. Let me know what Pokemon you guys got given, if you were given one of these on random as well. I believe I got Appleton, which is one of my absolute favorites. I think the next thing we're going to be talking about is something that a lot of you guys know already, and that's Fire Red and Leaf Green recently got ports.
Yes, they're going to talk about this as well, show more information about it. It will be releasing today, I think, after the Direct.
For the Nintendo Switch on the eShop.
So every single Pokemon has a logo. Even like, imagine you have Voltorb and the Suion Voltorb. Voltorb has a logo, and the Suion Voltorb has a logo too.
$20 each. So I think they're going to tie that in with like going back to Gen 1, talking about all the different logos and stuff like that. And then they're going to tie that into like Fire Red and Leaf Green that are going to be dropping the same day, probably the same time as the Direct is when those are going to go live. And then like, I think we're going to continue the Gen 1 talk, since that's kind of where we're going with the Direct. And that's going to lead into talking about Pokémon.
It'll be fun to watch people stream Fire Red and Leaf Green. You think? Bro, I'm not vibing into the whole Fire Red and Leaf Green thing, but I'm happy you guys are. I'm happy for you. I'm just really not. I'm actually a bit against it, you know? It has a scummy vibe in my opinion, but you guys have all the right to like it. Don't take my opposition to you guys. I'm not opposing you. I'm opposing the Pokemon Company in this specific aspect.
Kanto. This is like a theme park in Japan.
So I thought about this. Actually, when I was making my bingo card, I thought about this. They talking about Pokemon or Poke Park. Because they've been really talking a lot about this recently. I just thought they wouldn't do this in this Direct, but it makes sense.
You guys can actually go and see like little statues of like Pokemon out in the wild and take pictures of stuff like that. I definitely want to know more about it. I don't think I'm ever going to get a chance to go to Poke Park Kanto, but I think it's a really cool thing that Pokemon's like heavily pushing.
Oh, just thought about something. Imagine this is Poke Park Kanto. So maybe they'll do Poke Park Johto, they'll do Poke Park Owen. Imagine they do Poke Park Unova, and Unova is inspired in USA. So they do the Poke Park in the USA. Like they can do Poke Park Paldea, and Paldea is inspired in Iberia, Portugal, and Spain. And then they will do it in Portugal or Spain. Since I live in Portugal, it will be very easy for me to visit that park. But that will be super into the future. I'm not buying them, but I'm happy they are coming out again. That's true. I just wanted them to be a part of the Nintendo Online subscription, so you could just play them by paying the online subscription. I think maybe that because that stops the precedent. That is the precedent. So the next, like Pokemon Gold and Silver, being added to the Nintendo Switch, they'll also be paid. They'll not be just a part of the online subscription system. You love that idea, right? I think it's cool. I think it's cool. The Poke Park in other regions. Poke Park Kalos will be in France, you know?
Kind of like a Pokemon Disneyland. There's definitely gonna be talks about that stuff. And I know on this direct, people are gonna be like, I just want the information about the new stuff. But like, it's 25 minutes, and they're gonna have to pack that with a whole bunch of things. So take this padding, you know, with a
Bro, I just don't want a concert that takes like 5 minutes. Just, just show me Pokemon, man.
grain of salt. But I do think we're gonna see some Poke Park Kanto stuff. And then after that, they're gonna be talking about their newest release, which is gonna be Pokopia.
Of course, I think that's a guarantee. They will talk about Pokopia. I like that they are standalone purchases because I don't have Wi-Fi at my house, so I don't have a Nintendo subscription. Oh, okay. So that's very good for you, though. I see, I see.
And I think this game is actually gonna be a lot of fun. I'm
But
proud.
I love the new regional variant of Pikachu associated with the moon. I really like it.
Going to be making some content for it. I think it's going to be pretty.
Hey, San Sirocco on Twitch. I'm really looking forward for Pokopia. Me too. I just don't want it to be 70 or 80 bucks. If it's 40 bucks, I'm buying it. And maybe doing a giveaway if it's 40 bucks. But I really want to play it, man. I really want to play it. I really want to. Join the Discord. Click the link on YouTube. I'll be okay with 60. 60, maybe. I'll be more into it. I think the sweet spot will be 40 bucks, but anything over that is greedy, of course. But no, it will not be 40 bucks. If Leaf Green and Fire Red are 20 bucks, this game will not be 40. 70 will be a no. Yeah, totally.
Good, kind of like a Pokemon Animal Crossing. It drops on March 3rd, and
Oh, March 3rd. I thought it was March 5. So it's going to be even earlier. It's going to be in 5 days.
one of the reasons why I think like they're not going to be announcing like a whole bunch of like crazy stuff in this direct is because this game comes out on March 3rd. They're not going to be like, "Hey, buy our game on March 3rd." And at the same time, like announce a million other things people have to spend money on. What they're going to do.
Yeah, I don't think they will release games this year. I think they will release Pokopia, then Champions this year, and Gen 10 this year. And I think they're gonna, if they announce, they will announce things for the future. And this is a good reason, though. So people still use their money this year on Pokemon, and they're not waiting for the next products.
Is like heavily push this game. And then after the game is released and they have our money, then they'll heavily push something else. So
That's a good point, though. That's a good point.
we're probably not getting like that much info. I wouldn't be surprised if like 5 or 6 minutes of the direct is kind of just talking about this game, maybe some additional DLC that's going to come out for this game. I definitely think that's going to be what we're going to be seeing. Like I could see them definitely announcing the game and a DLC pack in the direct. That's something I definitely think. And let me know if you want to see content for this game because I think it could be a lot of fun. I definitely
Yes, I think this game is going to be a lot of fun. And I think it's going to be very fun streaming it and making content for it. I will totally do it if it's not too expensive. Maybe if it's too expensive, I'll buy it anyway for the content. Man, I don't know.
Pokemon spin-off games. The next thing I think they're going to be talking about is Pokemon Go Tour.
Oh,
Pokemon Go just in general. I believe it might be like the 10th or 11th anniversary of Pokemon Go, if I'm recalling my
I totally forgot about Pokemon Go, bro. I totally forgot. Sorry, Pokemon Go fans.
dates correctly, and a ton of people still play this. People go out to in-person events, which remember...
That's true. I thought Pokopia was a mobile app or something. No, it's a Switch 2 game. I think maybe Switch 1 as well. And it's basically a crossover with Animal Crossing.
This is a celebration of the
Yeah,
30th.
I think Gen 10 will be like a crossover with Legends of Zelda, with hot environments, cold environments, and you have to change gears and change Pokemon. I think you don't need to use the move Flash. Imagine you have a Charmeleon, Charmeleon will light up the cave. You have a Scyther and he can cut trees. Like in Pokemon Ranger, it's my favorite spin-off. I love Pokemon Ranger, maybe my favorite Pokemon games even. And you can really use your like Pokemon that you befriend in the wild to break rocks, to put down fires, to start up electrical items. You know, want to hear a joke? Go ahead, sons. Go ahead. And I think Gen 10 will have a lot about that. By the way, sons, you know something? My will to play AoE 4 is coming back. I think after Pokemon month, I'll play some AoE 4. So in 20 days.
Anniversary of Pokemon, but the Pokemon 30 hashtag, which they're
What you call a Jew who converts to Buddhism? Bro, I have no idea. A Juba? No. The Judah. Balut. That's a good one. That's a good one. Okay, that's a B plus. That's a B plus. That's a B plus of a joke. Chat, what you agree? What you think about this joke? What you call to a Jew that converts to Buddhism? The Judah. Rate this. Oh, come on. It's a good one, bro. It's a good one, but it's like it. That's an S plus. No, that's not an S plus. That's a B plus. That's a B plus. It's a solid one, really solid, but it's not an S plus. Come on.
going to be pushing over and over and over again, I believe, throughout the broadcast, is going to be like, it's in person. It's a whole year's worth of a celebration of Pokemon. So like Pokemon Go, getting people out to see, interact with each other at events and stuff like that. I think it's going to interact heavily with a bunch of the other events that they're going to be talking about in a little bit. And more padding, more things we're going to obviously see are going to be the Sirfetch'd and Pichu, like the misadventures. This is
Oh, I forgot about this. I forgot about. So this is already kinda is a part of my bingo. I forgot they announced this before.
like a little like claymation style, stuff like that. I
Ah,
think we're gonna
I
get more
remember
info
now.
on it. It says coming
Claymation is pretty
2027, so I
cool.
wouldn't be surprised if we get like a little bit more info about that. And speaking about other things, like we're gonna get more info on obviously like Pokemon Unite, Pokemon Masters EX,
No,
Pokemon Sleep.
that was already they already announced these things. That's why I think they're gonna go really crazy with this direct because they already talked about Pokemon Sleep. They already talked about Pokemon Unite. So I think they will not be talking about those things on the direct.
Three of these things, we're gonna see more stuff about them.
They didn't talk about Cafe Remix though, so maybe they gonna talk about it in the direct.
Cafe Remix, obviously. All three of these games have like stuff coming out right
That
now.
sounds super cute. What? What sounds super cute? Sorry.
I know Unite has the 3 legendary birds coming. The Pokemon Masters EX has the
As I do remember a Portuguese keeper called Rui Patrício, of course, the hero of Euros 2016, one of the heroes.
suits for like Brock and Misty. That's more Gen 1 like throwback. Don't really know when these are going to get added into the broadcast, but I'm sure they're going to be there, right? I don't think they're going to lead heavy with like a big announcement. I think they're going to like, go in with like
The claymation is super cool. I agree with you. I really like it.
very, very slow drip feed of info, get all these like mobile games out of the way, and then we might start getting a little bit more stuff. Now, tying into the Pokemon Go announcement, I think that like we're probably gonna get a lot more information about Pokemon Day Out and Night Out, respectively. The Day Out
What's that? What's this? I don't know about this.
is gonna be specific in-person events targeted at like children and families.
Ah, okay, that's cool.
So they're going to be safe for the whole family. And the night out are probably going to be more events at like bars or nightclubs that are Pokemon themed. I think these are going to tie in with Pokemon Go. And as someone who was invited by TPCI to be a content creator at Pokemon Worlds last year, there's definitely like a market for both of these things from what I've seen. I would definitely I would definitely like to go to either one of these. And so I think we're going to get more information on that throughout the direct.
I didn't know this was a thing, by the way.
And yeah, I just think it's going to be a lot of fun. I'd like to know a lot more about it because I would like to go interact with more people, and I think it'd be a lot of fun. I think another thing we're going to be getting is more information.
Oh yeah, Pokemon Home compatibility, very important for ZA and for Fire Red as well.
On Pokemon Home finally
and Leaf Green,
with
of
Pokemon
course.
Legends ZA. It's been a while since we got the DLC announced, and it's time that we can start taking our Pokemon over and then by proxy, like put the ones that we got from ZA back into home to get ready for Pokemon Champion.
Yeah, bro, Pokemon Champion is gonna be so cool with the new megas of Pokemon Legends ZA. Then you'll be able to Terrestrialize, you'll be able to Mega Evolve, maybe Z moves, maybe Gigantamax, but of course, I think you can only use one gimmick per game. You can't use all of those gimmicks, right? You can't have a Mega Lucario Z Dynamax doing a Z, Terrestrialize and doing a Z move. Of course not. I think like you use Mega Evolution and that's it. You can't use Dynamax. You can't use Z moves because in Champions you're gonna have the Omni Ring, and to use Z moves you use a Z Ring. To do Dynamax you use a Dynamax Band. To do Mega Evolution you have the Mega Ring. But to do Terrestrialization you have the weird Pokeball. But at least Z moves make sense because they use the same energy, or kinda the same energy as Mega Evolutions.
To come out. So
In game, in lore.
I think it's finally time we get that little announcement, and going with that announcement, I think we're going to get the finally reveal of Mega Garchomp Z. Mega Garchomp Z has been long awaited.
Oh, is that real?
I wouldn't be surprised if it like soft launched or as like a reward or something, or like a DLC thing tied to the broadcast. I think that'd be really cool if people did that. I always like it when like things are given out like while you're watching or right after you're watching.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool.
So I think that'd be really, really cool to see. It would tie in with like Series 8, I believe that's happening right now for Legends ZA. So very, very cool stuff. And then like other little things we're gonna see. Obviously, I think like they're gonna try and push more Pokemon Lego stuff because that's like a really big thing right now. I'd be really surprised if we didn't see more Pokemon Lego stuff, just because like it feels like it's everywhere. And then one of the things that I would kind of like to see is going to be spin-offs of older titles coming to the Nintendo Switch Online. We paid for
I really like that.
Fire Red and Leaf Green, and that's because I believe they're going to have home connectivity at some point. But I don't think these games really need home connectivity, so like I could see them coming to the Nintendo Switch Online, or announce that like we're gonna have dates for them to actually be out. I would really like to play both.
Maybe they'll do a new Pokemon Colosseum for the Switch too, instead of bringing these two, or maybe also they bring these two to the Switch, and then another Colosseum. Yo, I like a more dark, more serious game.
Games on stream. I think that would be a lot of fun. I know they have a lot of fan favorites, and let me know if you guys want to see these games as well. So the next thing I think they're going to be heavily mentioning at some point is going to be like trading card game talk. There's going to be
TCG, of course.
The TCG Live, which I believe there probably will be some sort of like TCG Live tie-in, and then Pokemon TCG Pocket. I've recently started playing TCG Pocket. There's a new set coming out called Paldean Wonders. I've been partnering with Pokemon to kind of play that game for a little bit for a while, and it's been so much fun. I've actually been having a really good time, and I would be really surprised if there was not like a 3 to 4 minute section talking about at least some card game related stuff, that be it TCG Live, in-person cards, or the TCG Pocket. I'm really, really excited for this sort of stuff, and I definitely think we're going to see a lot of it. So getting into the end phase here, this is probably the last like 5 or 10 minutes. This is where I think we're finally going to be getting a lot more info about Pokemon Champions. Now, I do want to say I do not think this game is soft launching.
Yeah, I don't think so. Also, I want, but I don't think it will happen.
That's possible because we don't know anything about it.
Yeah,
they can't just be like, like a year ago, hey, Pokemon Champions is coming out, be on the lookout, and then just like hidden launch it after the direct without us not knowing anything about it.
Nice, Sans.
Like people need.
I'll check it out. Sans. Yeah.
Build their teams and do stuff and set everything up, and it's not happening at the end of the direct. I'll eat my shoe, right? It just it can't. I know we need it for the World Championship this year since it was said it was going to be used at Worlds, but it was going to come out.
They said it's going to be used at Worlds. I didn't know about that. So this year? So it has to release now. You can't give players just like 5 or 4 months to adapt to a whole new game with a bunch of mechanics. If it comes out today, I'm playing 8 hours. Thank you. No problem, Sans.
Earlier, they would have announced that it might
Thank you for watching.
NAIC or like during the 2026 season. It just said at Worlds.
Right? So yeah, I'm not expecting this season exactly. I thought they said this Worlds. No, I'm not expecting that.
Pokemon Champions to be like functional until around June, May, April. That's when I think we're gonna see the game come out. I think what we will see is a little bit more about how the game works. a little bit more
Pretty sure
about
I'm
how
your
the
number
game
fan,
moves
lol.
and transferring
Thank
Pokemon
you,
or
bro.
unlocking Pokemon work, and then I think we will get a release date for Pokemon Champions. I definitely
Yeah,
think
a
that's
release
something that we
date,
can
yeah.
expect to see a lot of time dedicated towards Pokemon Champions and notice a little bit more about how it's going to run on what platforms, be it phone, Switch 1, Switch 2. I think we're going to get a lot of that info in Pokemon on the Pokemon Day Direct. So let me know if you agree or disagree, but like I really don't think that Pokemon Champions is going to be just like hidden launching right after the event, and I think it would be foolish to assume so. Just
Yeah.
because like imagine any game. Like they don't do that with like any game, not even just Pokemon games. Like any company, no one does that. No one like announces something and then like just soft drops it like a day. Like
When is
that
it
doesn't work.
direct? In
Right?
half
So
an
I think
hour.
the next thing that we're probably going to see, the last thing, this is the 20th thing here. I have 20 things. A lot of people think it's going to be Gen 10. And a lot of people think, oh, we're getting starters, we're getting the location. I actually don't think that's the case. They're not even done with their Pokopia like push cycle yet. They haven't sold Pokopia yet.
Yeah.
And they're already trying to like think about selling you champions or think about selling like your or buying your time for champions. I don't know how if it's going to be free to play or what, right? But they're not just going to drop like everything about Gen 10. I
Yeah.
think the best that we're going to get is a in development. I don't think we're getting starters. I don't think we're getting locations.
Huh.
I think we might see just like Pokemon logo, like Generation 10 in development. We might get the names of the games. We might get like Wind and Waves or whatever they're going to be called. I think we're just going to get an in development. I do not think that they're going to be announcing any starters or anything significant because they
maybe they'll do some hints, a little animation with some clues.
Still have to sell Pokopia, right? They still have to sell this game.
But Pokopia is a spin-off. I don't think they're treating it as a mainline game. So I don't think they care about clashing schedules with their main titles with Pokopia.
To people. And I know there's a lot of people who, if they see Pokopia and they're kind of interested, and then they get shown Champions, and then they get shown Gen 10, if they're people that are like, don't have a lot of money, they may think like, I'm not buying Pokopia, I'm just going to save my money for Gen 10. I know there are people like that. So
yes.
I do not think that...
That's a very good point, but I don't think they care.
Get, like, Gen 10 news.
I don't think the
Remember,
Pokemon company
Day
cares.
Is celebrating like a whole year. It's celebrating a whole year of Pokemon.
Yeah,
what
I see.
Is we're gonna get the Gen 10 like starters or like big announcement at the end of the World Championships at Pokemon XP, which I do think that is going to be something that we're gonna see a lot of people talk about. Pokemon XP is gonna be basically Pokemon Con.
Gotta go. Have a great day, bro. Thank you, Sans. Thanks for watching.
California.
Have a great day as well, bro. Enjoy.
This sort of information released. That's just my opinion. Let me know if you agree or disagree. Let me know if you're watching after the direct comes out, if my takes were good or bad, but I think we actually have a lot of good info here. Again, all of the stuff that I said, it's all right here, right? So I feel like we have pretty good lines going over all this stuff. It's going to be a 25-minute direct. All of the things I talked about are right here, right? And yeah, I think that this is pretty realistic. Going over all.
It's very realistic. No hopium here. No copium.
Shows coming out like the Pokemon Tales. Going over like Legos and other in-person events like Pokemon Go, Pokemon Day Out and Night Out. A little bit of Legends ZA, a little bit of Pokemon Home, a little bit of potential other games coming to Nintendo Switch Online, and then closing with like Pokemon Champions, Pokemon XP, and Gen 10 in development talk. I think that's pretty realistic. Now, the last thing. What do I personally want to see? What
yeah.
What could they show that would make
the hopium.
Me really happy?
The copium now.
Obviously, if they showed Gen 10 stuff, that'd be cool. If they showed, anything else, that'd be cool. But there's a few things that I think I would want to see, and I want you guys to leave a comment letting me know some things that maybe I didn't list or what you personally would want to see. This is what I would like. I would like there to be Gen 5 remakes that get announced. In a similar vein that like BDSP had, like top-down, like old-school Gen 5 remakes. I'm not looking for it to reinvent the formula or have the best graphics ever. I want my good old-fashioned turn-based, top-down Pokemon, maybe like a 2D, 3D type of thing for like Gen 5 remakes. Even if they have the same company make them that made the BDSP ones, that'd be fine. I would like that. That'd be really cool. That'd be super cool. I'd be really down for it. I'd also really be down for a new Let's Go style game.
Yes.
I think
me too.
A lot of people realize that like the Let's Go games probably aren't coming back. I really liked Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, but what took their place are the Legends games. And I think
Ah,
that the Let's Go games could really come back because it's the
I
30th
see.
anniversary of Pokemon. More people than ever are playing with their kids, and being able to
Yeah.
have like two players at once. I think a lot of people really liked that. A
Yes,
lot
I
of people
did.
really,
You know,
really
me and
liked
my
it,
girlfriend
and
played
I
a
thought
lot.
the
It
games were
was
really
very
cute.
fun.
They're really fun, and I would love to see one
And they
based
fast
around like
paced. And they fast paced. They're a game that you don't need to dedicate a lot of time to finish. So it's very good for casuals, like my girlfriend, for an example.
Yoto or some other game. If you agree, let me know. I would also like to see ports of other Pokemon games to the Switch.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
Fire Red and Leaf Green are going to have home connectivity. That's why we had to pay for them. But like, if they just wanted to put like Fire, or basically, if they just want to put like Red version or Yellow, or even like other games like Gold, Silver, Crystal, just on the Nintendo Switch Online, or even
Yeah.
announce that they're going to be there, and those Pokemon are like stuck there, that's fine. I think that'd be really cool. I'd
Yeah.
like to see
I
something
agree.
like that.
I want that too.
No changes. Just give me the ability to play older games on my Switch. I would like to see it. And then the last two ones that I have are pretty cope. But I'd like to see some Pokken tournament announcements.
Me
This is
too.
the 10th
Yeah.
anniversary, I believe, of the
Yeah.
Pokken tournament. One of my
Yeah.
favorite games on the Switch.
Me too.
It was
Me
my
too.
favorite
So
game on
good.
the Wii U.
So
Really,
good.
really liked the game. It was like a Pokemon fighting game. I'd love to see some sort of like announcement or like something going over it. That would be really cool. And then the last thing would be like a Pokemon V-Pet, kind of like a Pokemon like Digivice. We've had stuff kind of like
Mm.
that before with like the Poke Walk
Like a Nintendo's version of Pokemon, but on a smaller scale.
or like the thing that came with Heart Gold and Soul Silver, but
Yeah, the
there's a bigger
Pokewalker. Yeah.
V-Pet market than ever for like Digimon and Tamagotchi and stuff like that. I know it's very popular in Japan, and I'm really big on that stuff myself. I would love something like that, where like you started out with like a Pokemon egg, it hatches, and it goes through all the different stages. Like I could see like an egg hatching going into Charmander, Charmeleon, Charizard, like Mega Charizard, G-Max Charizard, like all that stuff. I think that'd be super, super cool. I think those would sell really well. And I'd like to see something like that. That's something that I would like to see announced. But those are my things here. Let me know if you agree or disagree with any of my takes. If you think I'm just completely crazy and we're getting
No,
Gen
no, no.
10
Very
dropping
realistic.
tomorrow, let me know.
Very
And
realistic talk.
if you like these sort of takes, you might like some of the other content on this channel. We try our best to make daily Pokemon
Okay, very
content.
good, bro. Very good video. Very realistic. Very not copium. That kind of brought my excitement a little bit down. But it is released. No way, new Pokemon game just got leaked. Mm.
And just
One
like
day
that,
ago.
out of nowhere,
I never watched a video from this creator, Fundores. Leave a like. Then if I like the video, I'll subscribe. But if you want support that, support him.
we just got a ginormous new leak about the next mainline project of Pokemon, meaning the next mainline Pokemon game after Gen
Pokemon Classic Collection? Huh. Pokemon MMO, Pokemon Legends Kyurem, Pokemon Stars. Oh, Sun and Moon, and then it will be Stars. That's actually a super cool concept idea. But okay, these are all the leaks or potential games coming from people's interpretation from the leaks.
10. So this leak I'm covering today is big. Now this dropped yesterday, and I just have had time to think about it. I've had time to dwell on it and think about what this could entirely mean. And right off the bat, I want to say most people are thinking this is a Legends Johto game, or this could be some sort of Gen 10 DLC. And honestly, I'm on the fence with both of those options. I feel like they could potentially be a Legends Johto, which would
Okay.
be awesome. But that would imply that Legends Galar is canceled. That means Legends Galar might not actually happen anymore. And just a quick recap, if you have no idea what I'm talking about, why I'm even saying Legends Galar, well, basically we had the Terror Leak, which was a huge leak of literally terabytes of Game Freak data that
That's why they call it the Terra leak, because it was a leak of terabytes.
showed us that Legends Galar is a real game that they are/were working on.
Yeah, because we don't know when the information was obtained, or if the information that was obtained was up to date when it was obtained. It might be old information, and they're always changing things, right?
At least as of, I think, about 2-ish years ago. So Legends Galar still could come out, and this stuff I'm talking about could be a totally different game. But basically, here's a leak right here. We have Ball Guy saying, before this week's announcements, let's take a moment to look forward to the next mainline project, Project Karasu. Karasu, hopefully I'm pronouncing that right, actually means crow or raven in English.
Yeah.
And of course, he posted a picture of Murkrow. Murkrow is from Generation 2, or Johto, because Gen 2 is obviously the Johto region. We have
Yeah.
Amashinu saying Black and White 3. That would be awesome. Honestly, anything is a
Pokemon Gray.
possibility. That's what's so cool about this, is that anything is a possibility. Somebody asking like if Ringo got delayed, which Ringo is the codename for Pokemon Legends Galar. Somebody said they replaced Legends Galar with Legends Johto, you know, partying. And one of the most important things to remember with this is they said main line.
Main line,
so
yeah.
it's not a spin-off. Like Pokopia is a spin-off, so it won't
Yeah,
be something like
exactly.
This will be some sort of new generation or new Legends games, because Legends games are mainline games. A lot of people say they're not, but they actually are mainline projects. And he did say project, which technically does mean this could actually be the Generation 10 DLC. What we know about like the future of DLCs is that like they low-key don't want to do it. Like Game Freak, they don't care, because according to them, they don't make enough money from the DLC content. So with that being said, maybe this is just focusing more on the Gen 10 DLC.
Yeah, and I watched a video yesterday saying that the the company will stop doing DLCs and they'll start doing third versions again.
Let's just hope that they do not announce the Gen 10 DLC for Pokemon Day, because we know how they are. They announced Legends ZA DLC before the game even came out. So, I mean, anything is up in the air for real. Legends Johto would be awesome. And here's something that I think a lot of people actually forgot about, is that Legends 2 was supposed to
Yeah, it was supposed to be Johto, then they scrapped the content and made Kitakami.
actually be Gen 2, meaning the second Legends game was supposed to be a Johto region-based game. When I said we got Legends ZA, I was excited to go back to Kalos. I really do like Kalos, but I have always wanted a Legends Celebi.
Yeah, Legend Celebi will be amazing.
Johto, just something with Generation 2, right? Now, this information is all from PokeOS, which is a fantastic website, very slept on. So you can see right here, this is from the Terra League talking all about a Pokemon Legends title that was actually supposed
Tales of Then and Now.
to be taking place in the Johto region. Apparently, it was planned to release in 2020.
And it was talking about the origin of Pokemon trainers. That would be cool.
24, and there would have actually been 2 versions of this game, Ho-Oh and Lugia, so they would have done the same type of thing like they do with all the new generations, dropping 2 different versions, which I like the idea of the Legends game just being one version, not the split version.
Same,
I think
same.
that's great. Keep the regular new generations as the split copies, but the Legends game, it just makes it so much easier to keep it as one simple version. This would have had expanded online multiplayer features with 4-player co-op. Basically, they just wanted more sales by releasing 2 versions. That's essentially the only reason. And now here are some pictures of it. Dude, this would have been awesome. And
This would have been so cool, yeah. Like feudal Japan. The story of the Burn Tower, Lugia and whatnot.
still might actually happen. So we would use Pokemon directly rather than train them in the modern sense. The whole narrative would have been about reviving the legendary Pokemon that are deeply tied into Johto's mythology, and the game aimed to solidify the Legend series as a long-term sub-franchise. So, at least as of a couple years ago when they were planning this, they were planning on the Legend series still just carrying on for years and years, which I still think they are. Like, I don't think it's going to end after the 3rd Legends game.
Yeah, see, I think they like Legends, like doing Legends. People really receive well Legends, but they don't sell very well in comparison to the mainline games, you know?
I still think we're going to get a Legends 4 and a Legends 5. I mean, think about it. We literally have all of the other generations to talk about here.
Yeah, basically it's because you have a lot of lore to explore upon still.
And literally in a couple of days, we will have a total of 10 generations. Well, technically. I mean, I guess you could say November, but in a couple of days, they're going to announce Gen 10. So apparently the protagonist falls through time. Sounds awesome to me, especially with Celebi. Celebi's, you know, the time travel Pokemon. So I'm assuming Celebi would have been a big plot point and a big, you know, Pokemon main character in the story. At least I would hope so. The major story location was the Burn Tower, shown before the Great Fire that destroyed it 150 years before Gold and Silver.
I like that.
Games. The tower was depicted as a 9-story structure, architecturally identical to the Bell Tower, strongly implying a shared origin and mythological link between the 2 towers.
It is. It's in the lore, the connection with the 2 towers.
Basically, just more lore about Ho-Oh and Lugia and the Brass Tower's destruction. But eventually, it was cancelled and completely changed to Legends ZA, to Kalos, with a whole new focus, which is very interesting. And that is pretty much all we know. Like, the Terra League information about this game is not that big. And in my opinion, if you're gonna ask me, I think if they did actually do a Legends Johto, I think they'd rewrite the storyline again. I don't think they would use the same storyline. I think they'd do something completely new. Let me know your thoughts and theories about what they could actually do. Make sure to subscribe to the channel and help me reach the goal of 50,000 subscribers, and so you don't miss all the news about Pokemon leaks and updates. Make sure to be here Friday morning for Pokemon Day. I will be live streaming. It is going to be amazing. It is going to be so hyped, so make sure to be there. We also had a leak a couple of weeks ago that I covered that I instantly thought of when I saw this tweet originally, because of the fact that Ball Guy talked about Legends 3 and
Legends
like
3,
what
yeah.
Legends 3 is even going to be. So we had this post saying
Oh.
that there's a leak rumor that implies that the ZA sales were bad and that Game Freak is canceling Legends series, which I hope is not true. I love the
Yeah.
Legends series.
The sales were bad. Maybe they should make a good game instead of canceling the project. A good game when it comes to the aspect and, you know, being able to jump. Make a better game, bro. Don't cancel the project. Get good, bro.
And most people that have played them love them. And their sales
Yeah, I liked ZA. I really liked Pokemon Legends ZA. The story was nice. The characters were very good. The story could have been better, though.
I mean, they're not bad, right? Compared to like the new generations, sure, I guess if you're comparing it. But as a video game, they do pretty well. And then somebody asked Ball Guy if they are going to stop Ringo development. Ball Guy then said Legend 3 is still in production.
Oh.
Does not necessarily make the information untrue for future titles, most likely misinterpreted. A lot of people think that the Japan MMO game after Legends 3 has been scrapped entirely. Do you know if this is the case, or if the project is still in development along Legends Galar? Around 2025 of August, it was still in research and development, meaning they are still planning a Legends 3 as of August 2025, which isn't that long ago. But nowhere in this tweet did Ball Guy ever mention Galar. He did not mention the Galar region at all, so he just said Legends 3 is still in production, meaning it could be anything. It could be Gen 5 related, which I hope. I would love the Unova region. It could even be Alola, but I kind of do think it's leaning towards the Johto region. We also had this whole post from Soul Silver Art, who, like I always say, makes some amazing posts. Project Karasu and Murkrow is apparently the next mainline project, a name that was not in the Terra Leak. So the Terra Leak information did not talk about this. That's why this is such big news, is because we don't know about this. We have no idea what this could be. So if that is true, that basically means that the Terra Leak Game Freak plans may not happen exactly like we think, which I think would be great. I think that would be awesome if we don't know, because I think the Terra League was fantastic, but at the same time, I want to be surprised. Like with this Pokemon Day coming out soon, I want to see reveals that nobody knows about. I want to see something that I have no clue about. So this tweet from Ball Guy, I would say it's unlikely that they're going to announce it or like show it off during the presents,
Interesting.
but I think
This
it's
is very
possible,
interesting.
unless it's like a Gen 10 DLC or something like that, of course. But I think this is possible. They could just say, this is what we're working on. And I've been bringing up this idea of like, after the presents, like after the big Gen 10 trailer and stuff, they could say, oh wait, one more thing, and then they could just announce the title.
I don't know, because it was too much scrapped and come back. I don't know if they're ready to talk about it. I would love it, of course, but I don't think they're ready to show anything for this game.
Of the next mainline game that they are working on. No gameplay, no screenshots, no information, literally just the title, and that's it. Anyways, back to Soul Silver Art. He was saying, what could this be? To be honest, anything is possible. Codenames do give little hints to a project, which is true. Codenames don't really mean much.
Yeah,
for
that's
the
true.
most part. Karasu means crow in Japanese. Also, I don't think Murkrow isn't here by chance and could be the mascot of the project. Here are the options, in my opinion. Karasu is the codename for Gaia Gen 10 DLC.
Oh.
In the Terra Leak, we did see an unnamed Gaia DLC. However, there's info in the Terra Leak that suggested that from Scarlet Violet onwards, Dev would be making the base game with programming the DLC in mind. Also, this Karasu name seems newly created. Codename didn't exist in 2024.
Oh,
Lastly, DLC is
interesting.
technically not considered a full mainline game, maybe a project though.
Ah,
Exactly what I was thinking. Quite
okay.
literally exactly what I was thinking.
I see.
Could this be a DLC set in Johto?
Already.
That is possible. That talking about how the new Scarlet and Violet DLC and the ZA DLC weren't technically successful. Scarlet and Violet DLC was good. ZA DLC, debatable, like, you know, kind of grindy, wasn't
very bad. The ZA DLC was bad. Bad.
good as a Scarlet and Violet DLC, in my opinion. What if this is the evolution of the third version, which would be very interesting to see. Ringo 3 could be reworked into Karasu if we're sticking to the Terra Leak plans. Technically, the next mainline Pokemon game is supposed to be Legends Galar Ringo, because, like I said, DLC is technically not a mainline game. So maybe Ringo was cut and it is replaced with Karasu. He then makes the point about a third-party Black and White remake in 2023, 2024 from Ku and other sources. So a lot of people think this could also be a Black and White remake.
That's gonna be so cool.
Black and White Generation 5 game, I guess. Could Karasu be the secret name Black and White project? No longer made by a third-party company,
Yeah, because
but by the Game Freak
one of the leakers showed that picture and this is black and white, you know?
team. In contrast to A Crow, Swan was Black and White 2's codename, primarily a white bird. Maybe it replaces the Gaia DLC, maybe it's a remake that releases the same year as the Gaia DLC, or maybe it replaces Ringo as Legends 3. Bottom line, if it changed, what else from the Terror League could change? Which is awesome. I cannot wait to see what else changed. At least, maybe not. I want to see Legends Galar, and I do want to see the Pokemon MMO game. But overall, it would be cool to see like what they do change, just because of the fact that I just want to be surprised. That's literally it. But then we have some posts that he's sharing about Riddler Coup, talking about a project that was not exposed from the Terror League on the
Time is freaking dragging. I know, bro. Time stopped. Time started going slower. God damn it.
Switch 2,
20
which
minutes
is
to
of
go. But then there'll be like half an hour of wait.
Black and White Dolphin, which is very, very interesting. This was from 2024. I cannot believe. Is the Terror League that old?
Yeah.
What? Have I really been talking about this Terror League for that long now? Here's a post from Central Leagues talking about the Scarlet Violet DLC, how the development...
To be honest, I only discovered it this year, or like a couple months ago.
Over budget, literally more than the entire creation of Legends Arceus, and how 25% of the players from Scarlet Violet bought the DLC, so I guess in Game Freak's eyes, that is not a success, which, I mean, I think is still pretty good. I think DLC content is good, as long as it's, like, actually a new storyline and not just kind of a paid extension of the storyline, you know what I mean? I would love to hear your thoughts and theories about this tweet. What do you
I'm
guys think
starting
of
the
these
second
pieces?
movie. Let's go! Just make sure to not be distracted so you can watch the direct.
Huge, and this gives me so much excitement to just think about the future of Pokemon leaks after Gen 10, you know, after I guess a year from now. Like, what are we going to see? This is awesome, and I would love a Legends Johto game. I would
Yeah,
absolutely
Legends Johto game will be very cool.
love it. Another small theory I have, which this one's not very likely, but is a very, very small theory. What if this could mean some sort of Heart Gold and Soul Silver game coming over to the Switch?
Yeah. Yeah, I was thinking about that. A remake into the Switch 2 for Soul Silver and Heart Gold. I would love that. I would love that.
Obviously, Heart Gold and Soul Silver are the remakes of Gold and Silver. So technically those games are remakes, but technically they're still mainline games, right? And we did just get Fire Red Leaf Green coming over. So what if this is some sort of like reworked version of Heart Gold and Soul Silver that they're going to bring over eventually, which I still want to make a video about that, but there have been so many other things to talk about. And then Pokemon Day is coming out on Friday, which I probably won't have a new video out that day, but I will be live streaming and stuff, so I could save that theory for another day, I guess, but this is very exciting. Let me know what you guys think about this. And if you guys don't want to miss any news, leaks, or updates about this specifically, or just anything, you know, Pokemon related, like Gen 10, Legends 3, I guess I'll call it now, because maybe it's not Legends Galar, please make sure to subscribe and turn the post notification to the channel.
So talking a bit more about the leaks and the Terror League and whatnot, it's interesting. I would love a rework of Heart Gold Soul Silver on the Switch 2. I think that would be pretty cool. Okay, we have 10 minutes to go. And then there will be more time waiting. So let me go here to the Pokemon channel. Oh, it was there. Premieres in 10 minutes. We'll be waiting for it. Welcome everybody. I'm here turning up my Switch. So we're gonna play a bit of Pokemon Unite now. It's like 10-minute games. It's perfect for waiting. Oh wait. Uh, Hold on. Here we go. Oh, there is a new update though. Hope it doesn't take too long. Just need to fix here something on my TV. See you in a second. Alright, chat, I'm back. 5 minutes to go. I won't start any game just in case you have no waiting time. If we have waiting time, then we'll start the game. Oh, still downloading. Let's go, let's go. Did you just download the games? No. It was just an update to Pokemon Unite. Just an update. Now it's installing that update. So, yeah. I don't have any game that's on to download right now. I don't want Leaf Green or Fire Red for the Switch. Gotcha. Nice. Okay, 5 minutes to go. Let's see what people saying in the comments. B Burrell, Gen 10 and Alola. I don't know why, but Alola. Okay, Zelda movie, what? Release Mega Kingler. Give us Alola on Switch. A lot of Alola. People really want Alola on the Switch. Bet on Legends Darkest State, so Legends Galar. Live in 3 minutes. But usually there is like a 20-minute wait time. Oh yeah, the legendary birds are into Pokemon Unite now. Sorry. Let's try solo mode. No! Oh, they changed it a little bit. Oh, I should do a whole thing about this. Do we have to do this? This is cool though, it's cool progression. Live in 2 minutes, chat. Let's go, bro. So hyped, so excited. I don't really know what to expect from the direct. Let's go. There we go. This is just solo mode, so we can interrupt anytime we want. No problem. We're playing it with bots though. It is a way to get access to the Pokemon that you want. That you want, no, that are on the map. Will begin shortly. And wait, it's 9 o'clock, let's go. We're waiting for it. But I think it will be like 20 minutes of wait first, or like half an hour, or 15 minutes. They usually do that. Let's go, let's go. Oh, wait. Is it starting? Oh, a minute only of wait. Okay, okay. A minute only of wait. Okay, we're here, we're live. Oh, damn, oh, damn. don't know if I can have this music on. I don't know what music this is. Here we go, here we go. We are super ready. Let's go, chat, let's go. Ay, 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 ay. We are so ready. We are so ready. Let's go. 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 3, not 3, 2, 1. Start Pokemon Day. 30 years of age. Pokemon presents. Let's see. Of course, of course. All the games so far. Let's go! Pokemon o'clock! Can you guys hear me nicely? Okay, all the games, of course. It's 30 years. It's a big mark. Here we go.
Hello everyone,
Konnichiwa.
I'm Ishihara from the Pokémon Company. Today, February 27, is Pokémon Day. This is the date the Pokémon Red and Pokémon Green games were first released in Japan, marking the beginning of the Pokémon
Here we go, here we go.
In those first two titles, 151 Pokémon made their appearance.
Yes, we know that.
Now, a total of 1,025 Pokémon
1025.
and these diverse Pokémon have been part of the stories trainers worldwide have been able to experience.
You guys can hear me still like this?
This year marks the Pokémon series' 30th, a
Poké
milestone
Park,
reached because of your support.
Anime.
Thank you,
Yeah.
each and every one of you.
Thank
we hope
me,
you
thank
will
you.
all enjoy seeing how
Let's go.
Pokémon continues to evolve.
Thank me, thank you guys.
In today's broadcast, we'll share all the latest news about Pokémon.
All the latest news.
Please enjoy the presentation.
Thank you. Let's go. No concert, please. Don't show me a concert. Just Pokemon content. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Live and direct. Pokemon Day. 30 years. Damn. That's a game. Okay. Game Boy. Yes. Yes. Turn off the Game Boy. Pokemon Red. Pokemon Blue. Huh? Oh. 45 songs? 45 cartridges? What? Game music collection. We don't
I'm
need this.
Junichi Masuda, and I handled the music and sound effects for the Pokemon Red version and Pokemon Blue
Oh, really?
version video games. You can now play all 45 songs from the games on the small player inspired by the
I mean,
Game
that's
Boy
new
system.
merch.
We took particular
We
care to
got,
make the audio sound just
we
like
got a
Game
part
Boy,
of our bingo
so I hope
correct.
you enjoy listening while swapping out cartridges.
We don't need this though. Bullshit, yeah, I don't need this. Pega.
Hello, Pokemon trainers, and happy Pokemon Day. I'm Chris Brown from the Pokemon Company International, and I'm thrilled to share news about the 2026
World
Pokemon
Championships.
World Championships, which will be taking place alongside our new fan experience, Pokemon XP in San Francisco. The 2026 Pokemon World Championships will once again welcome nearly 3,000 competitors. from all over the
3,000
world.
competitors. That's insane.
Competitors in the video game championships will battle for the first time in Pokemon Champions, while their fellow competitors will battle in the Pokemon trading card
Wait,
game,
this
Pokemon Go, and
champion,
Pokemon
this
Unite. Each
this
of the final
world?
matches of these games will be held at the Chase Center, an arena that's 3 times the size as last year's finals.
insane.
Years ago, we started on a mission to create the most exciting Pokemon event for our competitors and their families. As the World Championships evolved, we saw an opportunity to expand even further and deliver a one-of-a-kind experience where trainers around
That's
the
very
world
important to
can
have a
come
world's
together and
experience
celebrate
really
their
strong,
family.
really
As we
hype.
celebrate 30 years of Pokemon, we invite all of you to the inaugural Pokemon XP event. Fans of all ages can expect fun activities, including interactive exhibits, pin trading, cosplay showcases, unique panels, hands-on workshops, exciting partner collaborations, and of course, visiting the Pokémon Center pop-up store. To celebrate this new experience, today we're giving you a first look at a truly special piece of art illustrating Pokémon XP alongside the highly anticipated World Championships.
Okay, that's cool. Sure.
Whether you're joining us in person in San Francisco or from home on our live stream, we can't wait to see you this August. Thank you, Pokemon trainers.
All right. Can we get to the real information now? Pokemon TCG? Bingo! No, it's part of the Bingo TCG on the bottom line. Wait, they're making gold cards? Uxie, I love Uxie. He's super cool. Okay, that was an Italian. The future is here. Await. Huh? Releasing sim. What do they mean by that? Pokemon Go 10th anniversary? Yeah.
A huge range of Pokemon that have appeared in Pokemon Go so far will return.
Mew 3? Yeah.
And there's a 2-day Pokemon Go tour event starting tomorrow. We
Mew
also
3.
have a promo code to share.
Pokemon Masters? Yeah, Pokemon Masters, of course.
Let your curiosity shine!
Oh, nice, Ogerpon!
Pokemon Masters EX.
That's cool. Pokemon Masters coming in. A Pokemon Cafe Remix. I thought this wouldn't be a part of the Direct, but these things are being a part of the Direct. Okay. New stuff. Okay. Sure, that's all nice. TCG and new merch. Oh, what's this? This sounds promising. A lot of people still play Pokemon Go though. Is this Pokemon? Oh, it's Pokemon Sleep. Okay. Because I already introduced a lot of things about this, but I guess these announcements are being really quick. We are how long are we in?
To celebrate Pokemon
Yeah,
Day,
10 minutes in
Zapdos,
already.
Moltres, and Articuno will be joining the fray.
Already
The
knew
magnificent
this.
power of the 3 legendary bird Pokemon comes together. Soar stylishly into battle. You can participate in the event to unlock their Unite licenses. And even more Pokemon are
Meganium,
scheduled to be
Typhlosion,
added.
and Feraligatr.
Don't miss what's coming.
Okay, but they're doing it really quickly though, these small announcements. Then Pikachu with a party hat. Oh, okay. PCG Pocket, sure. Okay. They're doing these ones really quickly. Oh! 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 What's this? It's Colosseum! No way! They bring it to the Switch! Okay. I guess, like, this is a part of my bingo. When I say GBA or GBA games, I also was talking about this. Yeah, Pokemon Colosseum on the Switch. Let's go! Okay, okay. I never played those games. I'll play it here on the channel for sure. Gale of Darkness and Colosseum as well, please. I want Colosseum too. Oh, look at Shadow Lugia, bro. So cool. Wait, only Gale of Darkness, no Colosseum? No Pokemon Colosseum? Just this? Okay, I don't mind that. Oh,
Hello,
this is the main guy.
I'm Utsunomiya from the
This is the
Pokemon Company.
mainline game guy.
I'd like to give you all some additional updates as we share the latest news on our games.
Okay.
First off, we have information regarding the Pokemon Fire Red version and Pokemon
Okay,
Leaf
we
Green
already know
version
about
games
that.
coming to Nintendo Switch. The Pokemon Fire Red and Pokemon Leaf Green games.
I thought
remakes of the
Colosseum was
Pokemon
already
Red
on
and
Switch.
Pokemon
Maybe.
Green games in Japan.
Maybe it
were
is
released
already.
on Game Boy Advance in
I
2000.
don't remember.
Today, these games have been made available to play once more as download exclusive titles on Nintendo Switch and Nintendo Switch 2.
Yes, we already know that. Yeah,
We also
there you
plan
go.
to make these titles
Pokemon
compatible
Home,
with Pokemon
yeah.
Home in the future. This
Exactly.
way, you can bring Pokemon obtained in other Pokemon RPG series titles on adventures with you, or you can send Pokemon to visit Pokemon Champions. We hope you look forward to it.
Yo, Cicerato, welcome, welcome.
Next, we have some news about
Pokemon Champions. Stream went down? Which, their stream? My stream? My stream is good. On the phone, on the Switch. They are 1v1. Oh, bro, wait. But I'm live. I don't know what you mean, Cicerato. Okay, still talking about Pokemon Champions? Oh, everybody's playing. I'm watching on Twitch though. Ah, okay. Mega Raichu on Pokemon Champions. What up, Simba? Welcome, welcome. That's cool though. I love the marketing for this. April! April! Okay, April is nice. April is nice. So Pokemon Champions.
Next up is news
Here.
about the Mega Dimension DLC for the Pokemon
Oh.
Legends ZA game.
They're still gonna talk about the
newest title in the
DLC.
Pokemon series. Please take a look at this
Best
video.
Khan commentary. You better believe it. More? Ah, bro, it's enough. Bro, it's enough of the Legends ZA. Just stop it. Stop it. It's already dead. Stop it. AFCON, yes. We call it Khan in Portugal too. Mega Tatsugiri. I really like Mega Kaimeko. Mega Diancie, of course. Mega Absol. Ooh, Mega Darkrai, also pretty cool. We already know that. Yeah. Oh, maybe they'll talk about Garchomp Z? Mega Garchomp Z or something? Yeah, there you go. Yeah, Mega Garchomp Z. Confirm. Is he a flying type now, for real? I think so. That's cool. That's cool. Yeah, that's alright. Play DLC, yeah. Yes, bro, like... Yeah. Keep moving.
A new Mega Evolution of Garchomp, Mega Garchomp Z, has been discovered. This mystery gift will become available for the Pokemon Legends ZA
Mystery
Mega
gift.
Dimension DLC after this presentation concludes. After claiming this gift, you'll be able to detect a special hyperspace distortion where you can encounter Mega Garchomp Z.
Okay.
You can obtain a Garchompite Z stone by winning a battle against Mega Garchomp Z in the special pocket of hyperspace.
Okay. Sure.
Next up, we have some news about
Pokopia, here we go. I'm actually excited for Pokopia. Music? What the hell? Rotom box, jukebox. Megas are linked to you. I love Megas. I love Megas. They're really cool. It's a new Rotom form. A new type. Sound type. Rotom. Stereo Rotom. Is it sound
Is
type?
that curious-looking stereo a Rotom? Did it get enticed by the music and hop inside?
DJ Rotom.
It's really energetic and seems to go by DJ Rotom. What happens if you give it a CD in the game?
A CD? Oh, nice. That's very cool.
It can help liven up the town with a variety of music.
That's so cool. I like it a
Ditto
lot.
and the others are grooving to the beat too. Let's listen to DJ Rotom's specially selected tracks.
Do you have price
while
tag?
I introduce you to the world of Pokemon Pokopia.
Do you have a price tag?
Ditto first encounters Professor Tangrowth in a wasteland that was once a town.
Yeah.
It seems like Ditto is working alongside other Pokemon to develop the town.
Exactly.
Wow, they're sure fired up. Of course, you can't give your all on an empty stomach. It looks like Riolu wants something to eat too.
Fresh carrots.
But how do you cook?
Oh,
Huh?
a Perugly version? Oh,
That silhouette.
a Greedent! What? Because he's always hungry, right? Greedent cook.
A Greedent appeared. It sounds like everyone calls it Chef Dente.
Dente means tooth
Chef Dente
in Portuguese and
teaches you how to cook
Spanish.
all sorts of dishes.
E não é dente, é dente.
Each Pokemon has different foods they
Ah,
prefer.
nice. Ah, the caracol.
Some dishes will even power up your moves when you eat them.
Oh,
This will
cool.
make it even easier
That's
to
very
develop
cool.
the town. Try bringing Pokemon you've befriended on an outing. In multiplayer mode, you can visit other players' towns. You can play with up to 3 other people. First, let's play some hide and seek. I wonder where everyone's hiding. Ah, there you are. There's someone here, too. But where's the last one? Whoa!
Oh.
You can transform into objects too.
Okay.
That was a fun game.
There was a
hide
game
and
already
seek.
like that. Now you can do it in Pokopia. It's very cool. Oh, what?
By working together, you could even build something this big.
Whoa. Okay. What?
Together, you can develop a town. Go
Yo!
on far-off adventures.
It's Minecraft. It's Pokemon is
New
Minecraft
encounters
now.
may await you as well.
What?
Every day, the world gets bigger and bigger.
It's Minecraft mod.
Developing a town, one step at a time.
Pokecraft.
Pokemon Pokopia. Available on March 5th.
Price? Oh, we can pre-order, but no price. Okay. That was cool.
Pokemon Pokopia releases next week on Thursday, March 5th.
So it's March
We
5th,
hope
not
you enjoy
3rd.
working with Pokemon to develop a town from the ground up. Today, we covered all of the information you see here. We'd like to end our presentation today
Oh.
with one final video for
One
you all.
violent video.
Thank you for tuning in.
Bruh. I'm disappointed so far. This video really has to sell it, bro. It's Gen 10! It's Gen 10! No way, come on. How much time do we have left? We have 3 minutes left. Pokemon looks dope. Looks really cool. I think they expanded the scope. A drawn Pikachu? Legend Zoto! Legend Zoto! No way! No, okay, no, that's Ho1 now. Okay, they're just recapping the regions. That's Sinnoh. Kalos. No, you know what I mean, sorry. Then Kalos. Alola. Alola. Galar. Pika. Yeah, Dynamax Pikachu is so funny. And then Paldea. And now, the new adventure. It's Gen 10. On the ocean. On the wind. On the door. A starter. A starter? What? What the fuck is this? Pokemon Holidays. What? Game Freak, yes, we... Oh, yeah! We have footage! The trees look good! No way! We have real trees! Hell yeah! Bro, it looks like Pokemon Snap! Oh, it looks like Pokemon Snap! New Pokemon Snap. We watched the video yesterday where they wanted it to look like that. And it does look like new Pokemon Snap. Look at the waves! Yo, no way! Okay, the world looks good. The grass still looks kinda bad. It's still in development, by the way. The water looks amazing. Why can't you do good grass? The Slugmas are shining. I like the lights of the Pokemon. And the grass still looks like a... kinda bad. Oh, the starters! No way! Bird grass! Oh, I love the water one! I don't like the grass one. Brute! Fire Doggo! I love the water one! Gekwa! I love it! It's Gen 10, everybody! Oh, a cloud! With the shape of a dragon over there! Underwater looks amazing, bro! Yo! We got the starters! Pokemon? Winds! The leaks were right! Pokemon Waves! No way the leaks were correct! Let's fucking go! In 27! In 2027! Oh my god. Fire Dog is so cool! I love the water gecko though. That's it? GG's? Very disappointing until the Pocopio presents. Very disappointing. Is it over? Yeah. Kinda disappointing. The presents. Kinda. Can I see the comments? No? It was kind of weak. This, like, that's not good. I think that's kind of BS. The music cards, it's pretty cool, but it's like, I mean, it's new merch. They gotta make money some way. Then they talk about events, about Pokemon Worlds. They said champions will be used in this world, so they have April, May, June, July to practice 4 months. It's really short, but okay, it's April, March is here, so in a month, kinda, we're gonna have Pokemon champions. Then they showed some art. The new TCG. See, this is in Italian. Psico Pristino. The future awaits in Pokemon TCG. I don't know what this might mean. That's already go. I don't know what they mean by this. Worldwide in 2026. The TCG. The future awaits. I don't know what that means. Pokemon Go.
And there's a 2-day Pokemon Go tour event starting tomorrow.
Okay. Then we have Pokemon Masters. Sure. Pokemon Cafe Remix, yeah. Pokemon Sleep, yeah.
Trace, an art.
Pokemon Unite, yeah. TCG Pocket. Ah, this was fire. When it coming? When is it coming out though? It was made in 2005. Is that it, yeah? They say this game is really hard to beat. Not really hard, but hard. March, okay, March 2026, sure. Love the Fire Dog. I didn't like the Grass Bird. Too much Angry Bird vibes. Fire Red, yes. Pokemon Champions, released in April. So here we see Raichu vs Lucha. This is a 1v1, so it's singles, not doubles. That doesn't really matter. Everybody making tournaments in their house, that's pretty cool. Mega Default, Stinkaton. On the bus, on the phone. Everybody's playing. That would be super cool if that was true. Mega Raichu. Yeah, people I think can play Fire Red now at Leaf Green. Okay, no clues. A mobile version will come out later though.
Next up is title.
Mega Garchomp Z. We don't care about the DLC. I don't have the DLC. I don't want to buy the DLC. I will have to buy it eventually because I'm missing out in a lot of megas for competitive. But we're gonna do that later.
And
Then
especially
Pokopia, bro, Pokopia really surprised me. First, the music is pretty cool, and then you have to cook different meals for different Pokemon,
In
and the buildings you can do, bro,
New
and like
encounter-
this was so Minecrafty. Like you can make these huge buildings. That's a Ditto, by the way. And then, bro, this is insane. This is gonna be insane. This is gonna be amazing. It's gonna be amazing. It's not just an Animal Crossing simulator. It's something else. I like that, but no price range. We can pre-order. Can we see the price range? Maybe. And then then Gen 10, bro. Okay, let's deep dive. By the way, before we deep dive Gen 10, I'll go to the bathroom. Before we do that, we're gonna check what we did correctly here in our um, bingo card. Oh, I almost forgot what it was. No new Let's Go, almost got it. No new spin-off. New main game. No. We got TCG correct, new merch, Pokopia, Pokemon Champions, and Colosseum coming in. No third versions, no spin-off revive, no new... Oh wait, Gen 10 of course. No musical, no remakes, no new main game, no third versions, no spin-off, no short animation, no Let's Go, no new spin-off, no legend game, no new movie. It was like big things. It was Pokopia, merch, TCG, Champions, and Gen 10. So 5 big things. It's okay. Oh. My cats are just chilling, but sometimes they start growling at each other. Girls, relax. Everything is fine. So, okay. Yeah, GG's. I'll go to the bathroom real quick and we'll analyze Gen 10 really deep. See you soon. Alright guys, I'm back. I also grabbed the banana from the kitchen. Let's now take a deep look to Gen 10 reveal. It was very cool. The whole story. For here for a moment, I thought it was Legends Johto, but no. It was just recapping. Then it was very cool, the new storyline being written, right? And then 2 Holidays Pikachu showed up. Oh, maybe that means you can outfit your Pokemon? You can choose outfits for your Pokemon in Gen 10? You can even put a necklace on the tail of Pikachu, maybe? Male and female Pikachu welcoming you. Okay. And then there you go, the first footage is the water. The water looks really good. Still, like, the ground doesn't look great. The rocks look okay. They don't look very much copy-pasted, but a bit. They look a bit copy-pasted. And then, like, the foliage on the ground is still kind of bad. The trees look very good. The trees were a big problem in Switch games of Pokemon. Legend Arceus, Sword Shield, Scarlet and Violet, like, the grass... The trees looked really bad. They fixed that, but the grass still in ZA looked very bad. I don't think they did a good job with the grass. It's still in development. Okay. It still has 1 year to come out, so they have still some time to work on it. Overall, it looks great. It still needs to be a bit polished. I think it's a bit jaggedy on the horizon. The structures look really good. A tower, an old tower with wood beams supporting it, and the big windmill, wind catcher, oh, because Pokemon Wind, right? Contraption. Oh, maybe this will be a part of the gameplay where you change the wind in the zone and you make this spin faster or slower and it changes things. Tropius and Gloom. Tropius makes sense because wind, but it's cool to have Tropius back. We see the foliage looks good. Of course, it still, I think, should look better. Like, the on the ground foliage is bad. I think better than what they've done so far, but still not up to my standards. And the light looks okay. We can see different colors of vegetation. We can see here this foliage, this leaf in specific, it's receiving more sunlight, so it's a bit more yellow, while this one has more shade on it. We can even see the shades in the Pokemon itself of the environment. That's good. Pokemon can and needs to have a more fulfilled world when it comes to you feeling a part of it and feeling that world is alive. Then we have some Wailords sprouting some water. We see some mountains on the water with some trees and some vegetation, so maybe we can go up to these islands. Yo, this looks great. This looks like an organization headquarters, like Pokemon research facility, Pokemon League maybe. We have a lot of water slides or water architecture setups. It's a tower with some vegetation on it, a lot of buildings under it. We can see a town behind it with a red ball over there. We can go around through the road over there. We have something else here that seems like exploration, an excavation site. We have another settlement over here on the left top. Those here look like more modern buildings. We have more modern buildings over there, maybe made by this organization. This gives me either Foundations vibes from Alola. Very cool shot here. It seems like a lot of NPCs will be here. Then bro, this looks so cool. This is like a skate overboard that you can use. The characters look really good though. And it really looks like Pokemon Snap. New Pokemon Snap. So it's gonna be all about exploration, I think. Yeah. Nice. Oh, those crickets from Scarlet and Violet, Talos. Yeah, see the tall grass doesn't look that bad, but the short grass looks a bit bad. We have some type of bird feeder over there. Oh, that's a balloon. The big red ball is a balloon. Or like a type of kite. Okay. This is a Pokemon Center in the Pokemart. In the town. The rock doesn't look very good as well. Hopefully they improve this. This could be a game breaker for a lot of people. Tanglas. The forest looks better though. The waves look really good. Oh, that cliff over there with some writings on it. Ledian and Ladybarback are back. Seems to be some water in the middle, some population on the slopes. And maybe the name of the town here. Yeah, this looks really good, the way the Slugmas light up the environment. We have some Centiscorch, Scorchipede, Centipede over here. Pikachu near the waterfall. Catching animation. Still also kind of junky. The water looks really good. And I think they really focus on developing the underwater. Krabby and Sandygast. Corsola and Marini. Temple and Carnivine. Okay. The swamp area looks cool. The lava will look really good though. Duskull at night, when the full moon is out. Another wing thingy. Or the same. Walking on the beach. And the starters! Here we go. Let's take a good look at them. The grass bird. Fire doggo. Water gecko. Yeah, the bird looks like too much like Angry Birds. That's why I don't like it. But maybe the evolutions are cool. But we already have a grass bird from Alola. We have Rowlet and Dartrix and the Sageway. The Fire Doggo is really cool. I love the gecko. I'll choose the Water Gecko. Totally. Broat. Pombon. And Gekwa. I love Gekwa. It's so cool. One of the best water type starters. Oh, and then here on the right, you can see that dragon looking cloud. Maybe that's something to do with the legendary. That's totally a clue. By the way, the clouds move in a very good way as well. A bit like gelatin though. And then we go underwater. The Luminion, the Toxapex, the Jellicents. But underwater looks amazing. So I guess they worked a lot on this first, and then they're working on the outside of the water elements. And then it was Winds and Waves. Cool logo. Pokemon Winds logo is really cool. Bro, the logo is really cool. We see some pink, some purple, some green, of course. Pokemon Waves with the purple and the pink as well. Oops. (2027). Nice. Let's see what Twitter is talking about here. Let's see the reactions to Pokemon Winds and Waves. The gameplay gonna go so hard on the Switch too. We can speak for everybody that we are picking Braut. Everybody really enjoying Braut. Horrible starters. Graphics still look mid, and the router actually looks pretty cool. Yeah. No, the starters are not horrible. Angry Bird, exactly. Yeah, so it's gonna be actually 5 years since Scarlet and Violet. 2027 release to give it time to cook, and so far it looks really good. Yeah. Yeah, if Nintendo gave Game Freak better hardware, they could always made a better looking game. Yeah, we never been so back. Peak starters, 60 FPSs, 2036 not, 2037 not 26. Yeah, I can't wait to see the art that people are gonna make for the evolutions. It looks good from a graphical perspective, yes. They just need to really work on the foliage, I think. Yes, I really like Aqua. Oh, the Twitch and UK Ireland published that. Gekwa? I really like Gekwa. The art style is good, I also agree. Feels refreshing and peaceful. Yeah, people are really not mad it's gonna be in 2027. People are happy. People are really happy. Fire Pomerians, I guess that's a dog. A 3D Pokemon game with good graphics, no way. First time in the franchise where the starters feel like some random ROM hack fake mon. I don't think so. Totally don't think so. I love Gekwa. Team Gekwa, we are here. Bonbon. So we're also locking Pokémon. Legendary probably doing his best to blend with the clouds. Okay, some people not enjoying the starters, I like it. He needs to be in it, totally, totally. I call it for about a 5-year gap between gens, yeah. Yeah, Underwater was incredible. Yeah, probably 1.5 years through. Maybe it's gonna come out November 2027. So almost 2 years still. That's cool though. I'm picking the puppy. The puppy looks amazing, yeah. It's for Switch 2 only, yeah. I got the Switch 2. It's a good point. 27 why? So maybe we'll have another release this year. We're gonna have Pokopia, we're gonna have Champions, and then something else. Yeah, looks polished, but it can be better, and I hope it is better. Oh, it seems there are new Pokemon they showed during the underwater scene. Look at the 2 different Pokemon that spin around. Huh. On the underwater scene. So here, the Pokemon that spin. I'm not seeing anything. Oh, that's Jellicent, bro. Oh, wait, actually? Hold on. I think it's new forms of Jellicent. It's new forms of Jellicent. Of Jelly... No, Jellicent is the evolution. Of Frillish. Not Jelly... Of Frillish. It is! Because Jellicent usually is big. And Frillish does not have the crown. Jellicent has the crown, so this is a new evolution. A new Jellicent line. Oh, dude on Twitter was right. No, the pink Frillish. Wait, I have to look this up. Hold on. Frillish. Oh no, no, it's not. I thought they didn't have the crown and the thing on the neck. No, it's not. Just Frillish. Just Frillish. Look at the two different Pokemon that spin around. Yeah, that's Frillish from Gen 5. I thought they looked different though, but no. It's just Frillish. Maybe there are other Pokemon spinning in there? Yeah, no. No new Pokemon. Only the starters. Okay. No new Pokemon. New Swallow model just dropped. Interesting. Yeah, not releasing on the 30th anniversary either is saddening. Yeah, but it's better to have a good game than go about the anniversary. They look great. What about Gekwa? The $150 billion franchise just reset the clock again. Ah, the shiny Magikarp. No, it's cool, I liked it. Okay, chat. Nice. This is just the announcement trailer, right? Yeah. I really like the lava. The lava motion was really good. The lava motion is really good. The character designs are really good as well. Damn. Pokemon is the best, biggest franchise in the history of the world. Nice. Okay, chat. We'll finish this stream here for right now. This was the Pokemon Day live stream reaction. And I'll be back live very, very shortly. We're going to be playing some Pokemon Unite, maybe. It's also a new season. We have a new system. Today we're going to be playing Pokemon all day to celebrate Pokemon anniversary. We'll watch this, we're going to play Pokemon Unite, and then we're going to play Pokemon Soul Silver Hardcore Nuzlocke later in the day. Yeah, I just wanted to take another look here at... yeah, bro, the characters look really good. The hair could look better, I think. But I can't believe that the other guy said that this game needs to look like Pokemon New Snap, and it does. It's so interesting, man. Yeah, the hair of the male character looks a bit better. Because it's not just a big black hair. It has like certain different aspects. Oh, wait. So she has a different hairstyle here. Oh, and we're coming up. Is that the Pokemon laboratory? Is the Pokemon professor here? That's huge. Maybe you work for an organization that is exploring the land. Very tropical setting, of course. Oh, bro, I'm so excited for this game. It looks good. And they still have one here. Imagine it comes out in November. from 1 year now it's February. So they have 6 months until August, and then this, well, they have almost 2 years to make this game better. Oh, and you can see that building again here, with some lights and whatnot. What? The lava motion looks great. What is that building where the Duskulls are chilling around? Here. It's like a shop, or like an inn, in the middle of the forest. The starters were really good, bro. Here we go. We're gonna finish this stream, chat. I'll be back very shortly to play some Pokemon Unite. I hope you guys enjoyed the Pokemon Direct. I was a bit disappointed, but I really enjoyed the Pokopia expansion. It expanded my perspective and enthusiasm for the game, because I think the scope of the game also was expanded, and I really enjoyed the Gen 10 trailer. It was really good. I'm so hyped. The game looks good already. They have almost 2 years to improve it, so I hope it looks amazing in the future. Thank you very much for watching. Your support is greatly appreciated. I wish you the best thoughts, ideas, feelings, and emotions, a whole bunch of individuality and creativity, responsibility as well. Believe in yourself and all possibilities. I'll be back shortly to play some Pokemon Unite. Thank you for watching. See you soon.